Have known me a long time and have had the pleasure or the horror, whichever it may be, of having my children will understand that autism is very near and dear to my heart, and every time I give this, I get emotional. That's because the people that we recognize have touched our children in ways that we would have never expected. So, the autism community has spoken. And I am more than happy to have a dialogue with anybody that has questions after. I'm going to try to keep it quick. They do not want to be represented by lighted up blue. And they do not want to be represented by a puzzle piece. They are not broken. They do not need to be fixed. Nothing is missing. So they have spoken up and they want red instead. And they want to be represented by a rainbow infinity symbol to recognize all neurotypical and neurodivergencies. There should be no separation. There should be no different treatment. We should treat everyone on their current functioning level and encourage them to achieve the highest they can for their cognitive and physical abilities. And I take that extremely seriously. My youngest has autism, and it changed my life. And she's going to kill me because I pointed her out. So now I will get started with why we are here. Will the rest of my crew please join me? Thank you. Good evening, esteemed school board members, Dr. Estes, and all of the wonderful people who are members of the Amarillo ISD family. I feel privileged to be able to call myself one of those. I even had the privilege of working for the district briefly. And once an Indian, always an Indian, absolutely. And were any of you really surprised at these heroes? I had Miss Biggs for 7th grade reading. So, it's wonderful to see the faces and the dedication to our district. And I will tell you that I personally and our committee are extremely pro and supportive of this district and everybody that serves in it. That doesn't mean we won't hold you accountable, but you have our support. Okay, for those of you, we already said who I am. Parent Autism Support, we go by P2P for short. I'm here tonight to present our annual Champion for Autism Award. Because we were unable to present our award last year, we will be presenting 2 awards tonight. One for our 2020-2021 champion, and one for our 2021-2022 champion. I'll keep it as brief as I can out of respect for everyone's time, but I want to make sure the 2 outstanding individuals we are honoring tonight get the recognition they deserve. It's important to us. I look forward to this every year. It's a delicate balance, but I promise you I'll do my best. I would ask for your patience and support as we recognize 2 exceptional members of the Amarillo ISD family. What exactly is a champion? Merriam-Webster defines champions as both a noun and a verb. Advocates, defenders, warriors, I like that one. Fighters, ones who do battle for another's rights or honor. Champions serve as protectors or fighters for a cause. Champions make a conscious decision to stand up. Champions are people who take action to fight for causes about which they're passionate. They're not afraid to stand out and speak up. They are the people who are world changers. I think the 2 people we are honoring tonight perfectly fit the description of champions as quoted from Love Autucher in the Journal of a Champion. Champions are treasures that are full of wisdom, encouragement, provision, love, guidance, and empathy. Our 2020-2021 champion has shared her love, wisdom, guidance, and encouragement with countless neurodiverse kids over the years. Not only has she created an award-winning color guard for neurodiverse kids in the Buddies program, but she's also helped boost the confidence of a freshman girl on the spectrum by presenting her a gold star for picking herself back up after a hard fall on the grid in summer band, and showing tenacity by staying out there and working on improving instead of giving up. She didn't show preferential treatment. She simply saw the effort and rewarded it the same way she would any other student. She treats the neurodiverse the same way she treats the neurotypical. She sets expectations and helps them to not only meet, but to exceed them. Did y'all know we had 2 kids on the spectrum who were part of the Golden Warrior Band's road to making history by earning the program's first ever berth to the state marching band contest? Imagine that. Tell me what they can't do. Our recipient helped guide and encourage both of those students. She helped them not by singling them out or treating them differently, but by giving them the respect and dignity of being treated like competent members of the band, just like everyone else. She encouraged them and loved them, just like she does every one of those kids. This very special and much loved woman is filled to bursting with passion in everything she does. It is my very great honor and pleasure to present the 2020-2021 Champion for Autism Award to Dr. Estelle Murr. Sorry, I lied to you, Murr. Would you like to say anything?
You said it. They look different. And it's almost not worthy of an award for just doing your job. I mean, it's the expectation. And I am humbled and I appreciate it and I'm thrilled and I'm as proud of this as anything I've accomplished in my life. So, thank you. Oh, absolutely. And you know, the team you mentioned is competing in the state championship on Saturday for the 6th
I was just going to talk about buddies. Oh no, I like to do that. Okay. So our 2021-2022 recipient is a warrior and a champion who goes about fulfilling his mission in a quieter but equally effective and impactful way. I must confess, I lured him here under false pretenses also. Y'all know I like the sneak attack if you've been here when I've done this before. Sorry, not really. The fact that he said he would definitely make sure he didn't miss this particular meeting because I told him it was for something for my daughter Chloe and another child on the spectrum speaks volumes about his heart and dedication to our kids on the spectrum. And by the way, I didn't completely fabricate that. That's just not happening tonight. Since he joined the AISD family, he has campaigned for autism awareness and acceptance through educating his officers, being supportive of special needs students and their families, and by volunteering his personal time to support P2P's efforts, by being present at our events and always being willing to offer whatever assistance he may be able to provide. Prior to the COVID shutdown, he even ordered patches for his officer's uniforms to support autism acceptance. You'll notice I'm not saying awareness. We're aware, now we need to accept. His patience and his kindness know no bounds. He steps in and de-escalates kids on the spectrum by showing them grace and mercy, and by being willing to exercise patience and compassion to give the student as much time as he or she needs to feel calm, safe, and ready to return to class. He has also been known to show up as a method of positive reinforcement for a child on the spectrum, and his actions help foster positive relationships between students and our resource officers. His efforts have made a huge difference and have made progress toward our officers being seen as helpers and not adversaries. His naturally calm demeanor has allowed him to step into the lit classroom and help calm a child on the spectrum who otherwise would not calm down. This wonderful, extraordinary man always has a big, warm smile and a how can I help attitude that is invaluable and puts our kids on the spectrum at ease and helps to develop trust. If you know anything about kids on the spectrum, that's a big deal, trust. He's a relationship builder, and his open, affable personality makes him approachable for our neurodiverse kids. He's made a difference in all the things he's done, both big and small, public and private. And he seeks no recognition or glory for his efforts. He is humble, and he has the very definition of a servant's heart. He also serves on a volunteer committee to help ensure the rights of individuals residing in group homes are not unduly restricted or violated. Dr. Estes, esteemed members of the board, and Human Resources, you showed great discernment and judgment when you made the decision to hire this man as the chief of our very first ever AISD Police Department.
Yes.
I want to shake all of your hands in sincere and deep gratitude for the decision to make this man part of our AISD family. Well done. It is my very great honor and privilege to present the 2021-2022 Champion for Autism Award to our very own Chief Timothy Payovich. That's what I was
There's so many great educators that I get to work with that, to even be, my name to even be said next to theirs. But to get this just makes it that much more special because there's so many more deserving, so.
Welcome.
And it is very difficult every year for us to choose because I can point at people in this room that I could say equally wonderful things about. It's always a very difficult decision, but we get together as a group of parents. We're a group of parents, and we talk about the people who have impacted our children through the year, and we make that decision that way. So thank you all for allowing me to come and speak again. I have a hard time with a 5-minute time limit, but we're very thankful for you allowing us to do this for our wonderful members of our family here.